Hi, I'm Kyle Pennypacker, and welcome back to Penny Prepper. Today's video, we're going to be discussing Walmart preps. But before we get started, I'm going to ask that you like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share with anybody that you think can get benefit from the video. With it starting to warm up a little bit, I'm actually going to start getting out into the field a little bit and start doing more preps outside and getting hands-on. So if there's anything that you would like to see me do specifically out in the field, or craft or anything like that, please comment below and let me know. I'd be more than happy to show you how to do some of that stuff. Alright, we're going to start out by saying Walmart has a plethora of all sorts of different items, whether it be from car maintenance, pool care, gardening, sewing, hobbies, toys, bicycles, video games. They have pretty much anything that you could really want. Obviously not anything, but they have a decent amount of stuff. Pretty much if you're going to go to one store to grab a majority of your things, whether it's food, or you need something for your car, or you need something for the kid, it's going to be Walmart. I think that Walmart is a great first step for any prepper. Not necessarily going out to an outdoor store, but going to Walmart, seeing what they have, and comparing it to other stores. It's a great way to get cheap, affordable items and seeing how they may compare to other items at other places by taking pictures and comparing later. I'm not going to go through every single prep that you could possibly get at Walmart because I don't think I have the time and you don't have the time to watch every single thing. So I'm just going to touch on some of the main ones and things that I prefer to get. All right, first of all, you can get air filters not only for your home but also air purifiers for your vehicles. You can get air purifiers like filters for your house and air purifiers to set around your house, maybe improve the quality of air that you're breathing in on the daily. Also with the cleaning supplies, they have stuff for duct work, stuff like that. So right off the bat, you're already ahead of the game. You can clean out your air supply or your air filtration for your whole home. Next is going to be shelter. Now, you can't buy a house at Walmart, but you can buy a lot of supplies to keep maintenance of your home. I already touched on the HVAC type system, but you can get piping, you can get things to make sure that your home is secure. You can get nuts, bolts, you can get locks, you can get security systems. You can get things to reinforce your home or your shelter. Also, if you're thinking of in terms of bugging out and stuff, you can also get tents. All right, next is going to be water. You can either get bottled water, you can get gallons of water, you can get 5-liter or 5-gallon jugs to put water in. You can get larger containers. Also, if you go online, you can even get 55-gallon drums. There are online store sources from other places that you can actually get through them. But basically, you can get almost anything. You could even get a pool and fill that up with water at your house, and then if you need to, you can always pull water from that at another time. So even the pool option, they do sell pools at Walmart, so it's one of those things, you have a reservoir right there, you just mainly swim in it. Getting food at Walmart, they actually have their own brand, great value. You can get giant bags of rice for relatively cheap. They sell buckets that you could get and store the rice in. They also have pickling and jarring supplies as well as sealers. They have a whole bunch of food prep items, pretty much anything that you could think of, as well as actual food to eat. They do have a section that I sort of think of as a prepper section, bulk food. They have the 72-hour buckets down there from August and Farm. And they also have giant jars of pickles, giant cans of beans, stuff like that. All right, next part would be firearms, we'll say, as well as ammunition. For a long time, Walmart was hesitant to sell ammunition as well as firearms, especially the ones around me. But I've noticed that they do have firearms again. They also do have ammunition. Granted, it's not your typical 223 or 5.56, but they do have a lot of 22 caliber rounds, shotgun shells, which is great if you utilize those. But, at least getting 22 ammunition that's something that you can buy in bulk. You can get it for decently cheap there. Also, sort of sliding right in or past that is going to be security. You can buy a cheap security system there. You can get electronic locks, cameras, stuff like that. You can get firearm safes and other things that you can either lock things up or make things more secure. Last thing I'm going to put on the list here before I get into my favorites is going to be hunting supplies. You can get hunting clothes, calls, you can get trail cams, you can get bow and arrow, you can get pretty much anything that you could really think about needing for hunting to at least get started and get out there. Yeah, they don't have everything that somewhere like Cabela's or Bass Pro might have, but at least to get you in there or to grab something that you might have forgot, they have a decent supply. One of my favorite items just to grab whenever I see them, especially when they're on sale, is these cheap little dollar flashlights. They're from Trails End. See their logo on there. It's sort of like two mountain peaks with a trail going through it. They're decently bright. I like to buy them, just sit them around near the front of the house, throw them in a backpack, put them in my car. I give them out as gifts. They're great little throwaway flashlights. They're decently bright. If you're going out there, seeing what the dog's doing outside, it's a great little flashlight. Even comes with a lanyard. Comes with a battery. The battery alone is probably about the cost of the flashlight, but great little flashlights. I haven't had to use them outside for an extended period of time, but great little flashlights to have. Also, getting chargers. You can get chargers for decently cheap at Walmart. Compared to going somewhere like Sheetz or somewhere like that sort of preys on you needing the charger right then and there. But I like to get them, stock up on them, have them in case they bust, which eventually they will. Also getting cheap things like ponchos. Occasionally you can get the small, clear emergency ponchos for like 35 cents each. When I see that, I just throw a handful in the cart, take them home, put them in my backpack, put them in my car, give them to the wife, stuff like that. So they have all sorts of small things that occasionally come on clearance, stuff like that. So if you see something that's on clearance and it's something that you wanted, just grab it and try to get a couple of them. All right, now to list some things that I try to get almost every time I go to Walmart if they have them. Starting off, I try to get the 5-gallon buckets if they have them. If not, hey, I just stock up the next time I see them. Also getting the larger bags of rice. I always try to get at least one big bag of rice whenever I go. It's fairly inexpensive, about $10. Just throw it in the cart and then take it home, put it in a 5-pound Mylar bag, put that in a bucket, and then you have a meal for a decent amount of time if and when you need it. Water containers. I actually have a list of water containers that I have and utilize. I'll put that up in the description as well. I don't really want to recommend buying tents from Walmart. I haven't bought a tent from Walmart and used it, but I haven't heard bad things. But if I do buy one, I'll do a review sometime this summer and actually utilize it and give a review. Also, air purifiers. I have a couple of those that I bought from Walmart. I was just going through, found one that has a washable filter. I literally have it running 24/7, and so far it's done a decent job collecting a lot of the dust in the house, which is what it's there for. Also getting bulk food items. They do have a large selection of, I want to say, not really a large section, it's a decent section where you can get stuff like the 72-hour container of food. You can get bulk pickles, bulk beans. They have a big jar of olives, stuff like that. And, it's great to have just in case you have a big party or you eat a lot of that stuff. But, I would say like the 72-hour things, I like to grab those every once in a while. But I prefer to grab the rice because it lasts longer. It's going to fill you up. It's something that you're going to eat, and it's cheaper too. Now, pretty much everybody's been to a Walmart. I'm not denying that. And most of the people watching this have probably gone into Walmart, grabbed their own prepping supplies, and you're probably thinking, why do I even have to watch this video? You don't. But fact of the matter is, maybe watching this video will give you a better idea or put you on the right path for what you want to start grabbing when you go to Walmart. Maybe it'll give you a good game plan. Instead of grabbing a $5 movie every time you go to Walmart, maybe you're going to go to the food section, grab a thing of rice, and start prepping rice. Or maybe grab the containers that they do have at Walmart, the 5-gallon ones, and maybe you'll start to prep those as well. This is more just a guide for beginners to understand a good way to get into prepping using the resources and stores afforded to them. Now, one of the best parts about Walmart is they do have an outdoor section, and that's really where you can grab a lot of stuff for prepping. You can buy the small containers of propane gas. You can buy outdoor cooking utensils. You can buy mountain house meals. You can buy tents. You can buy this, that, the other thing. That's really one nice thing, and it'll get your foot in the door as far as understanding what type of items you might want to start getting from the stores. My call to action for this video is, if you don't already have a system or plan set up for prepping items or where you typically go for prepping, I would say take a trip to Walmart and take a notepad, pen, start writing down some ideas of foods that you can prep. Things that you might be able to store in a 5-gallon bag or 5-gallon Mylar bag in a 5-gallon bucket, something like that. If it's not rice, maybe pick something like pasta and then start coming up with ideas of something you can mix into it that you could actually eat long term. Also with Walmart, getting backups for your backups is great. Walmart has a lot of items, they're decently cheap, and you can get items before you run out. That way, if something were to happen and you weren't able to get out to the store, you have those items at the ready. Alright folks, that's all we have for today's video. If there's anything you would like to see me talk about in the upcoming videos, please comment and let me know. Stay safe, stay prepared.